Hi everybody, this is Judy Tuttle. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Lincoln, Nebraska, and you are at Tuttle Up Stamping. I love to come on Monday nights at 7 o'clock and show you some fun cards that I've made and also stamp with you a little bit and let you know stuff that I have coming up here in the next couple of weeks. I have some exciting things that I hope that you will help me with as far as classes or sales or events. So let me make sure that you guys are seeing me okay here. And hi Roz, how are you? Thanks for joining me. You're always so sweet for being here. So the exciting news is that on Thursday, Jim and I are flying to Texas, and it's our little Lincoln's second birthday this weekend, and we're going to be able to stay through Halloween on Sunday night. So I'm super excited about that. I think our flight gets in on Monday in Omaha at noon, and if that is the case, I will be here next Monday night at 7 o'clock. If something were to happen and it was delayed or I just couldn't get my act together or whatever, you know, things happen, I might not be here next Monday night, but I am hoping I can, and I am just over the moon excited that I get to spend Lincoln's second birthday and also Halloween with my grandkids. I don't get to see them near enough, so we're super excited about that. Thanks, Roz. I'm super excited about that. And speaking of Roz, you sent me the cutest card. I hope you're okay with me showing it. So Roz sent me this card in the mail. I just got it in the mail today. And look how cute this is. It opens like this on the front. How adorable is that? It says, "Hey Boo." And by the way, I love your little stamp on the back too, Raj. You'll have to send me the link to where you got that. I really love your little bird stamp on the back of your card. And then it has a little ribbon here. So you would think that that's the card, right? But then you open it up and look at this. Inside it says, "You put a smile on my face." And she wrote the sweetest note that she included inside about how much she loves to come on Monday nights and watch us together and be a part of our group. And that makes my heart happy. That's what it's all about, in my opinion. So thank you, Roz, for that beautiful card. You did a great job with that. So let me tie that back up here, and then I will move on. So last week, if you guys remember, I made some slimline cards. I made 3 of them. I'll show you those again. They're right here. And this was the one that I made on camera. And this was a trifold one, if you remember. So cute, right? And then I showed you how to make these cute envelopes that they go in. And then we also made this one, and it has the dog inside trying to catch the snowflakes. So cute, right? And then we also made, hi Sue, thanks for coming. We also made this one with the little pumpkin trick-or-treater, and it says less tricking, more treating, right? And then the inside had the stars on it and says Happy Halloween to you. Okay, so this stamp set, if you remember, was a very special stamp set that you could only get with a hostess order out of the holiday catalog. And someone tonight is going to win their own brand new set of the Seasons of Fun. So I had a lot of people make comments and share my video out. And so look, I've got a little bowl here full of people's names. Some people got their names in more than once because, thanks Sue, I love them too. because they commented and liked or loved and shared. Okay, so we had some multiple names. So I'm going to draw a name out right now and see who our winner is for the week. And the person is Becky Phelps. Way to go, Becky. Thanks for commenting and liking my video. I love that you come and watch. Becky, I will get that to you this week sometime. I just delivered an order to you yesterday, so I'll get that to you this week sometime. Way to go, Becky. So Becky got this adorable Seasons of Fun stamp set on me. All right. Now, I have to tell you about an exciting either class joining or ordering special that I have going on right now. And the reason I have this going on is because, hi, Gayla. Thanks for watching me. Yay, Becky. All right, so here's the ordering special. I have set monthly goals for myself this year, and I am just a tiny bit behind my goal. And I don't have any more classes this month, and I'd really like to reach my goal by Sunday, which is October the 31st. So I have a Tuttle Up ordering special that's sweeter than candy, believe it or not, October 27th, which is Wednesday through Sunday. And here's the deal. I have put together some awesome packages, okay? And these packages are this one is a full package of that wrapped in plaid designer series paper from a couple of years ago. You get a roll of ribbon, you get some embellishment. This is retired stuff, and a package of the Memory and Wars note cards and envelopes, okay? So these are all going to be Christmas card kits, okay? And I have several of them. I want to show you some of the different designs. We have the deer with the ribbon, okay? We have, oh, look at this. I'm going to tell you, I'm a little sad to give this away. Do you guys remember this snowman paper from a couple of years ago? It was super popular. You get more than a half a package of that, some red ribbon and the note cards, and I'll throw some embellishments of some kind in there. We also have the penguin paper with some ribbon and some snowflake embellishments and some envelopes. Isn't that cute? This is the paper, I think it was called Presents and Pine Cones from a couple of years ago. And look, you get a roll of that cherry cobbler striped ribbon. You get some embellishments, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Judy, how do I get my hands on one of those Christmas card making kits you just put together? Well, there's two ways. There's two ways you can get one of these kits. And there's a couple more prints here too. But if you order, I'll let you, or sign up for a class, I will let you pick which kit you want, okay? So here's two ways. One way is that you can place an order between Wednesday and Sunday, an order of $40 or more, $40 or more, and you will get a Christmas card making package, ribbon, embellishments, designer series paper, at least half a pack, and a package of the Memory Moores note cards and the 6 by, I think they're 6 by 4.5 inch cards. So there's a bigger size and there's a littler size. You can place an order using this hostess code 2QBRDXE4. 2QBRDXE4. Between Becky, stop texting me during my Facebook Live. You're distracting me. Between Wednesday and Sunday, okay? A $40 order between Wednesday and Sunday, and you will get a one of those Christmas card kits using that hostess code. Okay, the second way is that you can sign up for my Tuttle Up Bingo event. My Tuttle Up Bingo event is November 5th in person or November 6th over Zoom, November 5th or November 6th, okay? If you sign up for my bingo event, I'll give you a Christmas card kit, okay? Now, Sue Thomas is thinking, but I already signed up for your bingo. It's okay, Sue. I'm going to take care of you, okay? So there you go. Tuddle Up Bingo is coming November 5th or November 6th. This is going to be fast bingo this time. So some of the feedback that I've gotten from some people is that my bingo was taking a little bit too long. So I learned a fast way to play bingo, and I think you're going to love it. So Tuddle Up Bingo night is November 5th or 6th, either via in person on the 5th or over Zoom on the 6th, okay? Now, if I don't get enough people signed up for this, we're going to have to just turn this into a card class, but it's phenomenal. I'm just going to give you a little glimpse of some of the cards we're going to be making using the Peaceful Cabin Suite. This is using those diorama dies. I'm just going really quick because I don't want you to fixate on them. Oh, maybe turn it around this way. The nice thing about these cards is that they can be for Christmas. I love this one. This is one of my favorite cards ever. They can be for Christmas, or they can just be for birthday or thank you or whatever. Thank you, Sue. I still have one more to go, okay? But you guys, it's so much fun. Please think about being a part of my bingo night. I send you a kit of all the materials, extra paper, extra ribbon, some fun prizes. You win prizes. And Sue, please testify to the fact, and Becky, that I'm a very generous bingo prize giver, okay? So it's worth it for you to sign up to come to be a part of that night with me. Okay, so Becky was the winner. Roz made me a beautiful card. People are going to get these cute Christmas card making kits with ribbon, embellishment paper, envelopes, the whole bit. If you sign up for bingo, or if you place a $40 order, thank you, Becky, a $40 order between Wednesday and Sunday, okay? Because I'm trying to meet that October goal this year. All right, that's it for all the blah, blah, blah. Now, how about we get to some stamping? So I'm going to move my camera down, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to cover up the camera here so I don't make you all dizzy. So just bear with me just a second. And I kind of felt like last week I was a little too close. Can you guys see that okay? Maybe a little bit too close to the table. So here we go. All right. I'm going to adjust this. There we go. Adjust this a little bit. Okay. So I'm so excited about the card I'm going to make tonight. It is called a Slide and Lock Gatefold card. And one of my downline yesterday, and we get to meet new friends on Zoom. Yay! Thank you, Sue. I appreciate that. Now, one of my downline last night, yesterday, did a card with the Celebrate Sunflower stamp set, and I was thinking, man, I love that. It was in the catalog last year. It's still in the catalog now. And sometimes we forget, right, about the things that are in the catalog that we kind of forget about because we're focused on the holiday catalog or whatever. So tonight we're going to use the Celebrate Sunflowers. I hope you love the the card that I have. And we're also going to use a couple of sets of dies. We are definitely using the Celebrate Sunflower dies that go with the Celebrate Sunflower stamp set. And I'm also going to use just this label piece here. And this is from the Harvest Meadow Suite. And I thought that was appropriate since we're also using paper from the Harvest Meadow Suite in the holiday catalog, okay? So I'm going to put all of this over to the side, and I'm just going to kind of talk you through that. The fun thing about this card is it's one of those that looks like it's really hard to put together, but it's not, okay? All right, so I have some pieces here. I'm going to walk you all through it. First of all, this is a 4 1/4 by 11 piece of Misty Moonlight is what I'm using here. 4¼ by 11, and then I scored it at 2.75 or 2 3/4 from each end. And then you want to take just a very, very slim edge off of both of those ends, because you want them to fold into the middle, but you don't want them to touch. So you can tell I took about a 1/16 of an inch off of each end, okay? And let me make sure I'm gonna get this all straightened up the way it should be. Get my bone folder here. All right, so that is the first step. The second step is that I have a piece of Whisper white cardstock that is cut 4 by 5 1/4, and it's gonna go right here inside. But before I put it inside, I am gonna stamp my sunflower in the corner here. Okay. Right like that. And this is Bumblebee. How many of you love Bumblebee ink? The color. I just love it. And then I have a strip of that Harvest Meadow Designer Series paper. The Misty Moonlight is on this side. I could use that side. In fact, why don't I? I think I'm going to use that side. Originally, I thought I would use this side. Which side do you think I should use? Do you think I should use the Bumblebee side or the Misty Moonlight side? Help me out there. So I'm going to get my glue, and I'm going to see what you guys think. I do too. I love it both. So what do you think, Roz and Sue? Becky, Joan is out there. Do you think I should do the Misty Moonlight or the Bumblebee? The Moonlight, Sue says. So first answer wins. I'm going to do the Moonlight side on there. Okay. And this strip is just 1/2 inch by 5 1/4 inches. And I'm just going to put it across, kind of overlapping the bottom there. And I do this often on my cards. I like to put a little strip of the Designer Series paper on the inside. Some of my team members call it Judifying the card. I think that's funny. All right, and then I'm just going to put this right here. Oh, Becky agreed with you, Sue. Good. We don't have a battle on our hands. All right, so that is going to be the inside of our card right there. Okay, now on our front panels right here, I have cut some Bumblebee, and these are cut. So since this was 2.75 with just a little bit taken off, this is I think I need to take a little bit more off of that. Let me see if I have, oh, I see my little paper cutter over here. Hang on. All right. Feel like I need to take a little bit more off of that. So I think I cut it, yeah, I think I need to take just a tiny edge more. So this is about a little more than 2.5. And that's what I'm gonna do with this piece here. Let me make sure they're both the same. Okay, there we go. Now, they ended up being, let me use my little measurement here, a little more than 2.5 by 4, okay? So this is gonna go on this side on this panel, and this one is gonna go on this side on this panel, and I'm just gonna use a little liquid glue to hold that down. So in the comments, tell me about the best part of your day today. What was the best part of your day? The best part of my day was coming home And my husband saying to me, you know, husband of the year, you guys know I have the best husband ever, saying to me, I'm gonna cook you dinner tonight. Just go on downstairs and work on that Facebook Live and don't worry about it. How sweet is that? What was the best part of your day? All right, so that's gonna go right like that. Now I'm gonna put my DSP, and again, it looks like I should have cut off just a tiny edge more, so I'm gonna put this in here. I'll put all the measurements in the description at the end of my video here. All right, let me get that out of the way. Don't you? I love the Misty Moonlight with Bumblebee. It's one of my favorite combinations. Isn't that pretty already? I love that, Sue. I'm a little jealous that you get to do that. Do you get to do that every day? Get your grandkids ready? Put them on the school bus? All right. So there is the gatefold part of my card. But you know what? I wanted to stamp inside one of my favorite sentiments from this set. And that is, know that you are loved. Know that you are loved. So I'm just gonna, I really don't want to catch an edge. So there we go. That looks great. Know that you are loved. Isn't that a great sentiment? Okay, so that is the gatefold part of my card, and I'm just gonna set it aside, and I'm gonna work on the slide and lock part of my card. So this is what we have. We have 3 pieces that are 3.5 by 3.5. Okay, these are all 3.5 by 3.5. Now 2 of them I scored right down the middle. So I scored them both at 1 3/4, and then I'm just gonna fold it in half. Have any of you made a slide and lock gatefold card before? My friend Kathy Miller showed me how to make this on one of her Facebook Lives last week. She has Cards and More by Kathy. And she did one, I'll show it to you in just a minute because I almost copied it exactly. She does her videos on Thursday nights at 7. All right, so what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna take our 2 pieces that we fold in half. We're gonna put the folds in the center right here, and we're gonna glue them down, but we're gonna glue the bottom down, okay, not the inside. So I'm gonna start by putting some liquid glue here. And I'm gonna place that right there. The good thing about liquid glue is it allows you to move it around a little bit, okay? So see, this pops up like that. And then I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side here. All right. I'm just gonna put that off to the side and let that get really good and solid, a really good solid, might just stick my sunflower on it right there and let it sit. Okay, so now I have 2 more pieces. I have a white piece that, remember this was 3.5 by 3.5. This is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And then I have another Misty Moonlight that is 3 by 3. So I'm just gonna layer those all up. I'm just gonna keep using my liquid glue since it seems to be working well right now. And this is just gonna be my panel that goes on top of that mechanism that I just built. All right, so I'm gonna put those aside. I have already cut out of the sunflower dies. I have cut out 2 of the outline. Actually, I've cut out 3 of the outline. I'll show you why in just a minute. All out of Bumblebee. And I have cut a center of my sunflower out of that cork paper, and I just got all of these colors out of that DSP, okay, that Harvest Meadow. And then I have 3 leaves that I've cut. Outside images here. I should have one more. Oh, here it is. And this is mint macaron, okay? Now, before I layer all of that on, I decided I want to take a piece of white, and I'm going to use my Bumblebee, and I'm going to use my blending brush here, and I'm just going to lightly blend this white paper because I wanted to kind of have like a muddled look like that. I didn't want a solid Bumblebee background because I was afraid it might be just a little too dark. All right, so I'm just adding some color with my blender on the white, and then I'm going to ink up my outline piece here, the same one that I used. I want to make sure this is good and clean. So let me grab my chamois. I almost didn't clean it, and that would have been a mess. There we go. Okay. So it rained here almost the whole day yesterday. Like it was dark. I took a good nap. I don't know about you guys, but I really love a rainy Sunday. How do you guys feel about that? I just love to cuddle up in my bed, and I was just doing some things on my computer, and then I took a little nap, and it just felt great. There we go. So do you see how it gives it kind of a softer background than it would if I had put it on Bumblebee cardstock, right? Just a little bit softer. That's going to kind of be our background. And before I put away my ink pads and stuff, because I'm going to run these both through the Big Shot here in just a second, I'm going to take my Misty Moonlight. You call them Nazarene Naps. I love that, Sue. Okay, so Thanks a Bunch is the stamp I'm going to use out of that sunflower set, and I'm just going to stamp it right here, kind of on the edge like that. Now, I'm going to pull out, I'm going to put my ink pads away because I don't think I need those anymore. I'm going to get all these die pieces out of the way for just a second, and now I'm going to run this through the Big Shot, and I'm purposely, I don't know if you can see this, but I'm purposely kind of going off the edge right there. I'm going to get my Post-it note tape to hold that in place. All right. And then the outline of my sunflower here. And sometimes it feels like this is a little hard to match up, but if you just keep twirling it, just like I did right there, you can get the die to match all those petals on your sunflower right there. Okay, I'm gonna tape that down. I'm gonna grab my die cutting machine here, and I think I can die cut both of those in one big swoop here. Okay. All right. I'm gonna get my plate on top. Now, my camera always moves on me a little bit when I do this, but it won't last long, I promise. So those of you who get little motion sick. Hopefully it's over now. Okay, so there's my sunflower, and here is my label. All right, now I can put my dies away right there. And now I'm just gonna build this up onto my mechanism here. Okay, so here's my mechanism. Here's the panels that I just made. So this was 3.5 by 3.5, remember. My white is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and my next Misty Moonlight is 3 by 3. Okay, so I'm gonna put some liquid glue there. And then I'm just gonna design the front here. Oh, that's great. All right. Design the front however I want to do it. Right there. Okay? The fonts are beautiful, aren't they, Roz? Okay, so I thought I would probably put my sunflower up here, like that. I'm trying to decide. I think I'll put it flat because I think my die cut pieces are going to add some dimension to it already. So I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to go ahead and add my pretty Misty Moonlight leaves. Misty Moonlight. These are Mint Macaron, not Misty Moonlight. It's really interesting how I struggle with the names when I'm on Facebook Live. It's like my brain doesn't want to think quickly. All right, so there's one of my leaves. I'm just going to keep doing it. This really doesn't take very long, but I just thought I would save us some time by pre-die cutting these things. Sometimes I do it in person, live. Sometimes I do it ahead of time. So sunflowers, you see them here a lot in Nebraska. My husband is from Kansas, and his parents actually had sunflowers on their farm. He was in southwest Kansas. Ulysses is the name of the town that he grew up in. Very small town. Southwestern, I think I said southeastern, southwestern Kansas. Okay, so there are my leaves. And I'm just going to adhere these and just stick them under my sunflower. Now, I wouldn't have to add all the die cuts if I didn't want to, but I'm gonna because I really like, here we go. I really like the look of the die cuts, but if you wanted to just end it with this right here, oh, it is so pretty, isn't it? I love sunflowers too. It's Jim's mom's favorite flower. All right, so then you guys, I have cut 3 of these. And you know, don't feel like you have to line up all those petals. I kind of like it, and I'm gonna kind of twirl this just a little bit with my fingers so that those petals will come up a little bit. I kind of like it not like all straight upon itself. Okay, so I'm just going to put some glue right here in this center part. Isn't that fun? All right, and I might do one more layer, but this time I think I'm going to pop it up with some dimensionals, maybe some minis if I happen to find them right here where I need them. Yep, here they are. I'm getting more organized by the day, you guys. All right, so I'm gonna put some minis right in this little center part right here and pop that up on top of the other one. And again, not trying to match it all up, not trying to make it all matchy-matchy. Okay, is that everything? I knew I had one more to go somewhere. Here we go. Isn't that fun? And then my little center of my sunflower, I cut out of that cork paper that kind of coordinates with this whole suite. I'm going to put a dimensional on the back of that and stick it right in the center right there. There we go. How cute is that so far? Isn't that fun? Lots of texture and dimension. Here, I'll turn it like this. So your mechanism, when you get those two folded pieces in the center, it should look like this from the upside down part, okay? Now, I'm gonna take my thanks a bunch and I'm just gonna set it right here, close to that bottom edge. But here's what I'm wondering. Should I add some ribbon or not? I have two choices of ribbon. And I don't think I would have to, but it might be kind of pretty. I have the Bumblebee Gingham ribbon, and I also have this Misty Moonlight and Silver thread. Now, I can't decide which one I want to do, or maybe I even do both of them, huh? What do you think? What are your thoughts? I think I'm going to use the Misty Moonlight because it's so heavy already, right? So I'm just going to take this and I think I'm going to wrap it around a few times, my fingers like this. Just create some loops. I need one more on this side. It's off, unbalanced. Okay, right like that. And I like to twist it and then put it right there in the corner. What do you think? So, hopefully I have some tear and tape here. Tear and tape's the best thing to use for this. Let me see if I can grab a little piece. All right. Ah, there you go. Way to go, Sue. I'm beginning to think like Sue. That makes me happy. All right, so there we go. I'm just gonna put that right there. Kind of pull some of those loops in a little bit so it's not so straight. And let's see, do you think I can cover that with this label? You know what, it's gonna be hard. Okay, I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna go back. You're really seeing my creative process here. And I didn't like the loop-de-loops. I thought it was a little bit too much. So instead of putting it on the paper too, I'm just gonna tape it to the back. But I'm just gonna tie this in a little single bow here. There we go. That might be a little bit better, not quite so thick and big here. All right, there we go. Now, I set it here, and that's gonna be pretty, isn't it? And maybe I don't even try to get it underneath the sentiment. Maybe I just get the sentiment, pop it up right on top there. All right, so let me get my dimensionals. And I'm gonna use a glue dot behind that bow. It's probably bothering you guys that I haven't done that yet. And you know what? I just had a class and I've got all my tools on my other table from my class on Saturday. So I'm just gonna try a little bit of liquid glue right there. I am liking this. What about you guys? Oh, I thought so too, Ross. Thanks. Thought it was a little too heavy, huh? And then let's get my label on here. And then I'm going to show you how this locks on to the gatefold. It's super cool. All right. lift these petals up a little bit right there. There we go. There we go. What do you think? Isn't that cute? I love it. Okay, so now let me show you what this does. This just slides right on here from both sides. So those pieces are sliding underneath, and then it just pops on right like that. Isn't that fun? I've got a little place right here where it's wanting to not pop, but it's okay. I can fix that later. So there it is. There is my sliding gatefold card. What do you guys think? Do you love it? So fun. And we just slide it off. So if you give this to somebody, let me show you a cool thing about it. All right? You can slide it off like this. It opens up, and they can stand this up this way, and they can stand this up this way, and it just makes a really nice display on a desk, right? Or a shelf or whatever. So cute. I can't wait. I already know who I'm going to give this to at school, and they're going to love it. So super fun. Now, before you leave, I want to show you the one that I did for I love that. Although this, I'm still thinking, okay, guys, I'm not thrilled with this. So we're going to take that off, and we're going to try to do that a different way. What do you think? Am I trying too hard to make this ribbon work? And should I maybe just not try so hard, huh? Let me try one more skinnier. I keep going skinnier with it. Maybe it doesn't even need it. I don't know. We'll try one more, and then maybe we will okay, you know what? I'm thinking I like it without it. What do you guys think? I think I like it without it. It's just, it's making me, yeah, it's making me a little crazy. I wonder, one other thought I just had is, I don't know if that would work. I'm going to keep it the way that I like it, like this. That twine was looking uneven and bulky to me. I don't know why. Maybe I'll play with it here in a little bit. And I love this. Look at that. I love all the texture. I love the fun of the slide and lock. So it locks it in place, right? That's why it's called slide and lock. And then you just slide it off and open it up. Okay, yeah, I do agree, Roz. Maybe, I agree. Maybe no ribbon, or maybe just some twine or something. I agree. Okay, so there we go. And, okay, so before you go, I want to show you this one. This is the one that I learned from my friend Kathy. It's using the gingerbread and peppermint suite. How cute is this, right? And then it opens up, and here's the inside. You're the icing to my gingerbread. So just think how many cool cards you can make using this technique, because really, all you're really decorating is this front panel, kind of however you want. So this one definitely looks very square, right? You could even do this with circles or ovals, right? The only hard part would be getting the fold in exactly the right place and getting it even on the back, because that is what holds this in place like that. So I hope you love it. I hope you enjoyed this card tonight. And I want to remind you one more time about, here I am, Rosanna, hi. Thanks for watching me tonight. Let me get my camera a little straighter here. All right, so I want to remind you that I have this Christmas card making kit. You get a 6 by 12 inch package or a whole 6 by 6 inch package. You get some envelopes and note cards. You get some ribbon, and there will be some embellishments in every bag as well. 2 ways that you can get your Christmas card kit is by signing up for my bingo night, which is November 5th and 6th. I will put the link in the bio. Or by placing a $40 order between Wednesday and Sunday using this host code 2QBRDXE4. So thank you for joining me. God bless everybody. Becky Phelps was the big winner of the stamp set for commenting and sharing or liking my video last week. So thank you for watching. I hope I'm back here next Monday night to show you some other fabulous cards made from Stampin' Up products. So God bless. See you next Monday. Bye-bye.